morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kate Zaid and today I'm going to start my headpiece for my life-size Lego Queen Amidala cosplay. I am so excited to start this. I had to resize a pattern and hopefully it fits. I'm not quite sure how this is going to play out, but I have my coffee, my EVA foam, and the pattern. So let's get started. Okay, so it's the next day and we have the fully dried first piece of Queen Amidala's headpiece. I was really worried that I put the angles in weird, that it wasn't right, and I'm still worried about it actually, that it's not right. But I think with some, I don't know, maybe I should do it over again. Maybe not, I don't know. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. I think in the grand scheme of things, these seams are going to be minor. And we have other pieces that like go over them and everything. So it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, we're gonna continue on. We're gonna continue on cutting out the next pieces now. Yay! So we have everything cut out. I glued these together. I was nervous that I cut these out wrong, but I think they look like what they're supposed to at least. So yay. So we have those. The glue should be dried and cured. This piece goes on here like this, and at first I thought, oh, maybe we don't need this piece, but if you look, I don't know if you can see, if you look really hard at the Lego figure, she does have the gold detail in this. So I'm going to keep this and use this, and then this piece goes on top here, and so yeah, it'll layer nicely. I just make sure that I use some heat and figure that out. And then I cut out two of these, one for each side, and this was another piece that I needed to put on here, but I don't know, either I didn't cut it out properly, like, but if you look at the Lego figure, there's nothing of the sort on the side that has this detail. So I think I'm gonna just not use these pieces. And these pieces are floppy, right? We don't really need them to be this floppy. We don't want them to be this floppy. So I went digging through my closet and I found these. They're very small, but if I could put it through here like this, right? I mean, it would be a little bit floppy on the end, and then instead of having two of these, cut out two more, so there's two on each side. Bam, right? Then sandwich these, and then it will be stiff. I mean, unless of course, like I were to, then of course it will break. And yeah, what would be the best way? Probably like right down the middle here. Like this. I think that gives me the most possible. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna do that before I put these on there. And then the headpiece, and I think that's it. So we have the two side pieces, we have the main headpiece, and then we have the little ear pieces, I guess. And I need to cut out 2 more of these and then sand in the channel, I guess, of this and cut this. So let's get to it. Now that this is put together, I feel like that it looks better than I originally thought it would. It still doesn't look great. Yeah, so I was thinking about covering it in Worbla. If I were to just cover it in Worbla, I think any of the very apparent imperfections would be better hidden. I need to sand some of these seams a little bit more, it looks like, before I do so. And then I think it would also help this keep its shape and will also help protect it in my suitcase while I am traveling. So these are just things I'm thinking about. I am hesitant to move on to the next part because I procrastinate things that I don't know much about, and that's what I'm doing now. But I am very happy so far with how it is working out. I might have to redo some things, but we're getting there. I should have listened to myself early on in this process. I remade this piece. As I was covering it with Worbla the first time, I realized that the seams up here just were not good. The imperfections were not covered with the Worbla, and the whole thing was just not what I wanted it to do. So I remade it. I am much happier with this piece after I remade it. It looks like this is a little too rounded here though. This is what was bothering me. I knew something was off. It's really the best that I can do, I think. This is much better than the first one I did. So I'm very happy that I redid it. So now let's get to covering all these pieces with Worbla. So we have all the pieces wrapped in Worbla. Some of them are smoother than others. I have been using the Lego piece as a reference the entire time. These pieces seem a little big, but I scaled it with the rest of the headpiece, so I'm just not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna go with it, and I'm not going to paint anything or prime anything until I can figure out how to make the hair. Just in case I have to use the heat to mold it. I don't want to start putting heat on it after paint has already been on it or primer has already been on it. So we're gonna call this good for this week, and next week we are going to tackle the hairband. I'm very excited with my progress. It actually turned out much better than what I thought. It turned out much better than what I thought during the process. There was a couple times where I'm like, I just need to scrap this all. This whole concept and idea needs to go to the trash. I kind of anticipate feeling that way with the hairpiece. I think the hair is going to be the hardest part, but we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. And I'm really excited to tackle on that next project next week. Tune in next Saturday to see if I'm still committed to this cosplay or not, or if the hair made me just forget about the whole thing. Bye!